try to keep it quick, I've got a lot to say, and I've tried to commit it to my memory, but I don't think I'm going to get it all to. I've been practicing it for a little while. Colin was born on the 14th of July 1936 in Woodford. As he grew up, he loved his sport, he loved his sprinting, and he played massive amounts of rugby as well. He was quite an accomplished sprinter when he was younger, much better than I was at the same age, and he played a massive amount of rugby. Part of his formative years he spent in South Wales, Cornwall. That's where he got this weird loyalty to the Welsh rugby football team. He's the only Englishman that I know that supports Wales in England.
I want to say something.
He had this. He was a good sprinter and he loved his rugby. He carried on playing rugby for quite a few years into his later years. He gave up sprinting when he was, like most of us did, when we were a bit younger. So he decided, because he's active and a sportsman, he would take up marathon running. Colin has run over 20 marathons. Wow. And many more half marathons. But someone suggested to him that he should take up sprinting.
Who was that?
I think probably it was the marathon organisers who had got fed up with waiting for him to come in. That is not strictly true, because Colin has got an impressive PB in his marathon, which is 3:45, which by anybody's standard is not easy. But he took up his sprinting later life, like a lot of us did, and he threw himself into it, his real first love. And he's been around the world competing very often with me, and we've travelled and we've done fairly well. Colin has got a massive amount of medals that he's collected over the years. He's won national championships, 100 metres and 400 metres, and he's won a few medals, nationals, international standards on the relays. Right? But I think we would agree, and Colin would agree, that his prized possession is the 400 metre indoor championship European in San Sebastian a few years ago. So Colin is a true European champion. 400. I wasn't at that meeting and I'm really pissed off. At 80, he's still training, he's still running, he's still competing. And he's planning to go to Perth in Australia this October for the World Championships, where he will be the young kid on the block. He's chasing that elusive individual gold medal. It's not going to be easy, because even at 80, the entry list is massive. So he's got his work to do. We are going through a coaching session now. We're trying to get him to a peak in October. Okay. When he turned 70, Colin got through to from his 70s to his 80s. He managed to get through to his 2 world finals. The world final in 60 metres in France, and the world 100 metres final in Brazil, which I think was pretty good going. He said when he was 70, he would pack up sprinting. It's still there. He says that he's going to do it when he's 80, he's going to pack up when he's 80. We've got a new guy in the Masters now, who's 95, so we've got something to go on. This man is really good. He's 95, he was a weightlifter and a rower when he was 90. He took up athletics and sprinting when he was 95, so we've still got something to aim at. Where would we go from here? Colin suffers with his feet. He has problems with they're not smelly, he just has problems.
That's my brother, the smelly feet.
No smelly feet. I've roomed with him, so I know. Now, but sometimes when we go away, we have an early morning start for our races. Sometimes we have to race, get to our heat times about 8 o'clock, which means you have to get fairly early. But Colin just gets up at the crack of dawn because he has to prepare his feet. He's got toe caps, he's got dividers, he's got corn plasters, he's got potions, he's got lamb's wool pads.
Well, there's some trouble.
But I've shared rooms with him, so I know. I do. But Colin likes to sleep in absolute darkness. So the curtains are drawn, and if there's a kink of light coming in here, he wears these eyes. If you go on long haul flights, he wears those. And when we get to our age, we sometimes have to get up in the middle of the night to spend a penny. Now, if the place is in darkness and you're stumbling around, you're kicking things as you go to feet. You can't see where you're going. And I think to myself, no wonder he's got, feet. All night long, he's dodging the furniture. Anyway, tonight is a celebration of Colin's forthcoming age. Apart from Roger and ours, we're youngsters. So, if you've got to us, I just like you to arrange it. You can call it to one of the nicest guys I know. Cheers, Colin. Cheers, Colin. Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Fed up with always being second to Allan. Here. Now, I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not. Golden oldies. That's what we are, we're golden oldies. As Henry VIII said to his wives, I promise not to keep you too long. But there are some things which need to be said. And first of all, thank you, Allan, for organising tonight. Allan, yes, you are. I'm also very indebted to Allan, who found me at the age of about 65 and said, Rog, I haven't seen you running lately. So I said, well, I'm 65, time to start looking after gardens, grandchildren, stuff like that. Rubbish. Come along with me and my group to Trent Park on a Saturday morning. And we'll get you fit again. This was about 12 years ago, I remember this. And I said to him, okay, I'll try that because I don't live far from Trent Park. And I said to him, what time does it start? 9 o'clock, he said. Anyway, so I got there at 9 o'clock, and sure enough, Allan turned up at 10. And I said to him, what do we do now? So he's a good coach. A bit of loosening exercises, some strides, general loosening up. Okay, what next? Well, we'll run 250 metres. Where's that? And we look from the duck pond to, I think they've got an animal sanctuary at the other end. He said, you run there. Now, I hadn't done this for a long, long time. This is a true story, I'm telling you. So, he's got us all together, a small group. Ready, steady, got the stopwatch. Off we went. I went far too fast, and after about 150 metres, I had it. I fell on the floor, I was finished. Coming in the opposite direction was this young lady, Amanda. Now, I did not know Amanda at the time. She took pity on me. She put me on a bench and gave me the kiss of life. Now, I thought this was a great thing, and I had a cunning plan like Baldock. Next week, I came along, same time. Now, I need help for this. Would Rachel please stand up? Wendy and Allan. Just for a second, I'm not going to make fools of you, it's perfectly alright. I got myself put into their group. I thought this would be a great group. Allan said, ready, steady, go. And I belted like mad, deliberately, to be ahead of these three ladies. Then after 100 metres, I deliberately collapsed. Not one of them gave me a kiss of night. And that's why I'm sitting next to a man. But I really want you to sit down. I really want to say thank you to Allan for putting me on for so far another 12 years of running. I mean, what would I have done without the pulled muscles, the aching back, the dizziness, the headaches, and he provided it all for me. Thank you very much. And Allan mentioned some of the achievements of Colin, but I think you should know, in case you don't, that Allan himself is a world champion. He's a 300-metre hurdles world champion for Brazil. An amazing performance. And as I explained to my wife, the hurdles aren't 300 metres high. He runs 300 metres. So again, thank you, Allan. Allan did mention that we share the same birthday. That is true, but obviously I'm a lot younger than him. Don't be fooled by the hairline. You can't see the join in Allan's face. The other person, of course, I want to talk about is Colin. He's special to me. Colin is an octogenarian. Now, that doesn't mean he's got 8 legs. If he did have 8 legs, he'd be able to run a lot faster, but he doesn't. He means he's 18. It's great that he's moving into that next age group. I won't have to run against him for a while. Also, he's known as the Trent Park tortoise. Now, that's not an insult. Please don't think that calling him the Trent Park tortoise is an insult, but I am a member of the U3A, and he is my teacher in the history group I go to, and as far as I'm concerned, the group has taught us better than anybody else. So he's a Trent Park tortoise. Allan mentions his Welsh roots. You're quite right. Tonight, he really is supporting Wales, and you don't have to call him Colin. I know his real name is Treffel. You call him Treffel with a good, strong Welsh accent. He won't tell you, but he was at school in Monmouth where he won the under-13 boys egg and spoon race. He was 18 at the time. That doesn't matter in any way. He's a good all-round fella, and I don't care what they say about you, Colin, you're okay. So I suggest we all give a drink again to the health of Allan and Colin.
I didn't expect this. I honestly didn't expect this at all. I'm terribly naive at something. I did actually. I knew these two were going to make speeches, and that's all I knew. I thought we were just here for what happened 3 years ago, which was a slightly smaller gathering in exactly the same spot. Of 3 sort of septuagenarians, I believe the word is. I haven't got a prepared speech because I really didn't realise that it was sort of focused on my 80th, because my 80th isn't for another 8 days. I still feel 79 at the moment. I actually feel about 60, but there we are. Now, what am I going to say? Thank you very much, first of all, to Allan. An absolutely brilliant speech. I'm very pleased that he's outlined my career. If you want to read more about it,
I've got a book.
yes, I've got a biography, and I'm on the last chapter. It's taken me about 5 years, actually. But I'm hoping to have it circulated, and I don't know how much I'm going to charge for this yet. But I think I should pick out about 10 people to start with, and some of you will be amongst the 10, I think, to judge if it's worth publishing to a wider audience. But I do enjoy writing, as a matter of fact, and I feel that I actually write better than I speak, because I can never find the jokes that Roger sort of has at his fingertips and so forth. Right, now what else have I got down here? Thank you. Oh, yes. You might wonder, I wondered, I must admit, now I should have clued up to the fact that this was organised on the night when Wales are playing Portugal. And I said to Alan last night, why the hell did you organise it on that night? And he said to me, he thought he'd organise it on this night because England, he wouldn't want to organise it on the night when England would be playing, because he thought England would be through. He had no conception, of course, that Wales might be deciding and actually got through to the semi-finals. I think he said I follow Wales football. Unfortunately, I don't. Rugby. Strangely enough, I think I'm going to change my allegiance to Wales in football as well.
That's if they win.
Although I've no excuse for it really, other than their present success. Thank you all for coming. And as I said, it's a total surprise to me. I think we've had enough of speeches, and let's get on with the meal. Thank you very much.
Can we give him the bumps?
Yeah.
80 bumps. 80 bumps. And one for luck. 81.
Yeah, once every 80 years. But it all goes round.
Is he going to bring a knife?
Well, I'll get some knives and plates with you.